Heyo everyone, welcome to XCI Reacts. Let's get to 500 subs together. Drop a like to feed that algorithm, comment your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support keeps this channel going. Let's make it happen. And we're back for another episode of Naruto. We're going to be doing episode 87 today, called Keep On Training, Pop Goes the Water Balloon. So it looks like the training is still going to focus on the new jutsu that the Privy Sage Jiraiya is trying to train Naruto in, controlling of the chakra in the kind of smaller zones. And I mean, Jiraiya didn't just do that. He definitely expanded on that afterwards. But it looks like Naruto's going to learn the basics of that. Him unlocking this ability is going to be the next step for Naruto to become better and to defeat the challenge that's going to be their main challenge near the tail end of this. Now, I don't think it's just going to be a Naruto main challenge. I think it's also going to be a Sasuke main challenge for Sasuke's character arc. I think it's going to come to a major head and a development evolution for Sasuke's character with his brother Itachi. I don't think we're going to be turning our attentions to Sasuke, so that's a speculation up front as well, where I feel like these next 3 to 4 episodes are going to be focused on Naruto and Tsunade and Jiraiya and that plot and it coming together, the conflict kind of coming to a head there, and then triggering the relationship bond that would happen between them in order for them to keep going on the quest. There might be some resistance there, but for all intents and purposes, they have to find her in order to move things forward. So, and she is the quest. So being able to lock her in as a quest, it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come the first time. It's usually the rule of threes. I'm also going to keep that in mind as we go. And then I do feel like the phase 3 of this, so I don't know, 4 episodes from now, let's just say 5 episodes, maybe we start to pivot back to seeing what Sasuke's up to, possibly with Kakashi, probably guys in there. That needs to develop on its own track, I think. And so my speculation there would be that these two mini plots, the Naruto one and the Sasuke one, they're going to come together for the Act 3 handoff in about 9 to 10 episodes, right? So something like that. And to talk about character development a little bit to beyond the primary character, so, you know, the Privy Sage, Jiraiya, he's just talked about these 3 prohibitions, right? And that he's basically flawed in all regards. He's kind of fallen into all 3 of those vices, and maybe there's a development arc there. Again, it's a little bit smaller, not that he's like a side character, but he kind of is. He hasn't been around for the entire season. He's been around for very key moments in the season, and so maybe we have a bit of an arc also with Jiraiya, that he maybe comes to terms with the fact that he's sort of lost the path. You know, he's still like a very important figure, especially in the community of like ninja. Like they know who he is. He's also one of the legendary ones, and they definitely know who he is, like whatever that mafia organization is. For whatever reason, he did leave the path, as did Tsunade, as did Orochimaru. In some regard, they kind of defected off of the 3rd Hokage and the teaching that he might have been teaching. Like, why did all 3 under the 3rd Hokage defect? I don't know if I got the story or if I've forgotten it. I don't think I have. They've just sort of all became eccentrics, and they just did their own thing. And so maybe we are going to get a little bit of a side story as Tsunade and Jiraiya maybe come together. We're going to unlock some backstory there that will give us that information, and in doing so, we'll actually reveal some more stuff about Orochimaru along the way, and then we're going to get some more of his motivations possibly, and then I don't know, we can swing back to him at the tail end of this. Or I don't feel like he's not the enemy for the tail end of this, but he could be the cliffhanger for the tail end of this. Why? Because he was at the very start of it, because they had to still do the bridge of getting us into this next arc. They still had to say, you know, Orochimaru got away, but Orochimaru was scheming. He's plotting and scheming, you know, and now where does that take us? You know, that might be what is at the tail end of this. Is like we get through this arc with Itachi and all of that stuff going on, but it gets us to the next phase of maybe Orochimaru comes back into the scene, and the stuff we learn here, because it's revealed to us by Tsunade and the Privy Sage. I always want to say Privy Sage before I say Jiraiya. I don't know why that happens. I have to try to intercept myself before I say Privy Sage, because I can't remember the word Jiraiya. That's literally how it happens every time. Okay, anyways, and then I think that's the whole story. And because we just came off of the 3rd Hokage dying, you know, I feel like that thread is going to take us somewhere. As soon as they're going to be the next Hokage in line, that's the plan for the arc. That's the quest that they're on, is to kind of find her, and that she should be like the next best one for that position. But now she's a gambler. She's got her own vices, right? What does that all mean? I don't know, but that's why we're going to watch the next episode, and we're going to find out. Why isn't it starting? I'll click the button again. All right, that was weird. Let's go. Hey, Whirlpool. See, he's already got it. Next episode.
It's time for a little break.
Oh, wait, hey.
I might as well catch a little shut-eye while I'm waiting.
Is that water?
This stuff helps me sleep.
Oh, yeah, so that wasn't water.
Don't get too comfortable. This won't take long.
Yeah, okay. You just let me know when you figured it out.
You wait and see.
Are you secretly depressed,
I'll
Jiraiya?
let this thing down before-
You
Close
drink
your
yourself
eyes,
to
you
sleep.
lazy old buzzer.
Maybe calling him names doesn't help Naruto. You ever think about that? He's just gonna...
Keep on training. Pop goes the water balloon.
I mean, the entire episode is literally about popping the balloon. That's so mean. Oh, yeah. I think it's gonna be... Maybe that's symbolic. Here goes Naruto. We're gonna 3 episodes later. He's still trying to pop the balloon. No.
Man.
Oopsie. No.
Not quite, but I'm really close.
Oh,
Almost
and
there.
the Naruto symbol is a
I was
spiral.
hoping for maybe 40
Interesting.
winks, but that was more like 840.
Interesting.
Come on.
I mean, that whole... I always... Because, like, the whole seal thing or something. I'm only saying that because of the whole Uchiha... Y'all said in the comments.
However,
The Uchiha symbol was like... It's like a clan symbol.
in your case, even though
That they
ideally
represent
you're
something to
supposed
some degree.
master this jutsu the right or the left.
To the left, I guess.
What's going on?
Problem is,
Uh-oh.
you're actually a right.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's the trouble right there.
No.
You got your chakra work good.
Oh my gosh.
Chakra in the body is to spin it into a tight
Oh my
spiral,
gosh.
like a spiral.
The metaphysiology of all of this. It's crazy.
People are left-handed
Left-handed and right-handed.
and the balloon in the opposite
Oh,
direction from
gee.
your natural.
Yeah, okay, but how are you able to tell that I'm a right rotating type or what?
By the way your hair grows. If your hair grows to the right, that means you're a right rotation.
What are we...
If it
What?
grows to the left, you're a lefty. It's pretty simple.
What?
Really. Help if you
That's
set the
so
water in the
silly.
balloon rotate-
About which way?
Yeah, it just looks like it's spiky.
I think you'll find that all it requires is chakra. No complicated hand signs to be mastered. You get this one?
Ooh, roasted.
Hey, who you calling a slow learner? Are you forgetting who I am?
I'm the
dude who's
juggernaut,
gonna
bitch.
someday.
Starts to-
I bet
That's
you
not the
in
time.
3 days, I'll have this whole thing
3
down.
days, Naruto. There's not the time for the rule of threes.
Three. Jutsu was handed down to us by none other than the 4th Hokage.
Oh.
Yes, Hokage. 3 whole years to perfect it.
Oh,
In terms of
3.
This is to learn this.
I don't know, man.
requires mastering 3 different phases of training.
Oh, I see.
The
That's
water
all.
balloon burst is only the first.
Because it's like a control factor. Oh.
The best.
And you,
Yeah?
who haven't even finished the first phase yet, you're gonna master it in 3 days, huh? Right. Knock
Bro,
yourself out, kid.
You don't have 3 years to
Meanwhile,
find
it's all the same to you. I'm heading back to
Tsunade,
town.
man.
I-
Uh-huh.
It's getting late.
That's a
Second
moral.
from the top.
That's a moral damage right there.
Fourth a little long.
I don't know. That spiral means a lot. Something a lot different to me now on your uniform.
Overdo it.
That all connects. All right then.
I can't wait to see what
Uzumaki.
What's looking good,
Uzumaki.
Are you the
Uzumaki.
Not to
Junji Ito Uzumaki. The spirals.
Well, we'll tell you everything.
Woohoo! Sounds like fun. What's your
Stop
name,
it.
sweetie?
All shenanigans. You're gonna get bamboozled. With the right use of that word. Oh, gee. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Oh, it's a hotel.
Leave him alone.
Don't have 3 years to waste on this jutsu.
How's he gonna
Okay.
accelerate
Here
this?
we
I
go,
don't know.
Naruto. You're-
Uh-huh. 3 days. Let's just say 3 days then, fine. I'll give you 3. Rule of threes.
Come on, and what do I gotta do?
Nice. Full moon. Waves.
I
Symbolism.
love
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, what's that thing on the tree for? The day? Passage of days?
Give me a break.
You got a whole bag of them.
Been 3 days.
Oh, it has been 3 days. Okay.
Make any difference?
Fast forward. Activate.
Sage knows something.
Being adult device. Jeez Louise. Unbelievable. Goddamn this guy. Uh-oh. What's this all about? Oh no.
Serious mouthwash.
What the hell's that on his neck?
Okay, gotta build up my strength with me.
What? Oh. Oh.
Come on! Great! Now I'm having a nervous breakdown. That's all I need.
Oh no. Oh. It's making his stomach go into a spiral.
I know that you can do it.
So it's been more than 3 days at this point. And now he's all vibrated. Spiral of water. Dun dun dun. Focus, Naruto. Uzumaki.
Hey, leave that alone. It's not a toy.
Okay. What's the cat teaching you?
That's it.
A nail? A spike? Cheating? Spike.
Rise and shine, pervy
That would be
sage.
cheating.
Come on, to bed.
He's drunk. He's dehydrated. Pervy Sage is dehydrated. Oh. He's gonna pop a balloon.
So that's the first phase of training. What's next?
What?
Do you mind
Is he
giving
cheating?
me a little-
Keep
He's
your
cheating.
eyes on the balloon.
He just wants to get taught the next phase. For real? No, I feel like... Oh. Wait, he's just gonna cat... He's gonna cat... and mess with the cat style? I mean, he did do it.
There, old man.
Not with one hand,
What'd you
but...
think of that, huh? What? You-
So he cheated. He cheated. Cat style. Or no.
Sorry about
Uh-huh. For your
Research,
book.
huh?
For his book. For his
Is that
book,
what you
Naruto.
call it?
Yes. It's gonna be famous.
Got a hand. He found a way to do it.
Oh.
By steadying it with his left hand and applying chakra with his right. It's a weird idea, but then hey, he's a weird
Hey.
kid.
He's a chaos.
Weird
He's a
isn't
chaos agent.
necessarily bad.
You know, he's gonna find different ways of solving problems.
Looks like you did
You
it.
know,
Good for
creativity.
You.
So he did it.
Guess
Okay, I
that
thought I cheated.
tip I gave you helped out after all.
Oh, thank you, cat.
Actually,
Unconventional.
he kept knocking it
Unconventional.
back and forth, which meant the water inside must be going back and forth too.
And what would that be?
He's double.
Thought back to when you were showing me what to do that first time.
He's spinning
I remember
both.
how
Like,
bumpy the surface of the balloon got, like it was boiling, like yours.
Look at the
If
small
it wasn't
details,
worse,
man.
I had to get that part
But
out.
Jirai did
The
it with
rest
one
was
hand.
easy.
He still may not be capable of executing it with one hand,
there you go.
but he found a way.
What can I say? I
Learn the
rolled,
rules to
huh?
break them.
Okay then.
That's his whole. That's his
Successfully
strategy.
Completed the first step.
Look at that.
Right. Let me show it to you one more time. Want to see it again?
Uh oh.
Lot of
Oh.
chakra. Can his
For
chakra
that?
network withstand the strain there?
Hmm. 3 phases as well. 3.
All right then. You ready to proceed to the second step now?
A rubber ball, hey.
Due to the rubber ball without water in it.
Come on, you're kidding me, right?
Let's
mean-
see if you can pop this one.
There it is. Pa. Heyo.
And let me tell you, it's a lot harder than a woman.
Man, that guy popped. That guy popped the guy's stomach or what? Jesus. Because now he doesn't have the water spinning in multiple directions. Well, it almost
This
did it.
is hard.
Oh, and then the third one is
I can
air.
see that.
Because he just did it in the air.
To you.
Have to
Control
come
of the
up with
elements.
something new.
Well, sort of.
Hey,
Not really,
Pervy
but yeah.
Sage, don't- come on,
Liquid,
stay and help me with my
solid,
training.
intangible.
Don't leave
That's
me
where I
out
was
here
going
by
with that.
myself.
Understand.
Patience.
I said, friend,
Whoa.
I'm not here.
Jesus.
You have to do this by your. Stop being a and learn how
Damn.
to stand on your own 2 feet like a shinobi.
Damn.
All right, I will. I was just
Damn.
hoping before you go, you could just show it to me one more time.
Pay me.
You took all his money. You wasted all his money.
Out of here, you greedy old skirt chaser! You're one to talk about growing up and acting like a shinobi.
For real.
You act like a shinobi. It's like a pervy old bag of bones.
God damn. Ooh. That might be the first time I've not seen the full moon. They've given us a whole different moon. Passage of time. That's what that says. That's like a 15 days, I guess, right? Half a month.
Just like he said, my arms and hands are killing me.
Just like exerted himself on these. Like it's like holding up a pillow for too long, you know?
Take.
You hold it up long enough, your arms are putty. Turn into jello. I remember those days. Mess around with that shit. It's rough, man. Okay, sun. Moon, sun, moon, sun, moon. Yeah, yeah. They're doing lunar phases for us to see a passage of time. Bro's been at this for a long time. Gee. Every day. Full exertion. Oh, that's what those carved marks are then? Are those weeks? Those aren't weeks. Those are... They can't be days, though. I don't know. Oh, maybe each one of those is like a... Each stroke is a day. So like a 25 days or something? 20, 25 days?
Stop whining. I'm not holding your hand. You have to do this yourself or not at all.
Right.
This episode really was going to be focused on this entire thing. That being said, there's like 3
Hey,
phases to this.
Naruto.
What
But
are
we're
you
almost
doing,
on the episode,
Pervy
so...
Sage?
Is he hiding something? What's going on? This
I'm
is
your
like...
some
I don't know, man.
teacher. What's he taught
He did
me?
a setup?
Nothing.
Setting him up for something? He's going to think about not having had a dad.
Thinking it myself.
Because the last comment sort of brings it all
Besides,
back,
what
you
would
know?
your mother say if I let
Okay.
He never got raised, you know?
Maybe you could stick around for a while.
Oh, man.
Help me train.
Sorry,
Aw.
no time. I've got to go into town and keep an appointment with someone who's
Oh.
for my research. It's up to you to figure out by yourself, Naruto. Otherwise,
Oh,
there's
man.
no point in even learning it for all the good it will do you.
3 weeks ago.
Stop acting like a helpless child. You're a ninja.
Oh,
Sure, of course. Don't worry about me. I understand. Forget
that was
about
our
it.
sign
I
of
was
like,
just asking,
yeah.
That's all. Go on and do whatever you have to do, pervy sage.
Yeah.
Hey, it's true.
God.
Jiraiya is no liar.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Jiraiya's no liar. Oh, gee. Okay. 1 month later. Oh my god. Or maybe Jiraiya doesn't want to get close for whatever reason, and we don't know that story. You know? This series would maybe do something like that. I always gotta think of it from a second angle, you know? Kind of like the show. You gotta think beyond what you're seeing, you know? I wonder. Just gotta tap into the reserves. So he's good.
That's it. If I can work through the pain, generate more chakra, I can push right to the limit of what I can endure.
And it turns red, or what? Like he's got to go to the point of it. Like he's got to deplete it, and then the other one kicks in, right? We've learned this. Or it's pain. I guess it's like he's got to get to the point, a threshold of pain, I guess. Oh, hey, but he did it. He did it though. He did it. He did. It's just now he's done, but he did it. Oh.
Well, we seem to have made progress.
Just, oh.
Yeah, but I only made it spring a leak, not burst like you did.
Boy, you're getting all picky all of a
Oh.
sudden. Here, you've come far and all on your own.
Ah, man. Goddamn show.
It's delicious.
Set up.
To try a little experiment?
Sure, what?
Give me your right hand.
Crazy. Oh, it's this? Wait a minute. That's like the thing that...
What is it?
I don't... Man. I've seen that symbol before. A couple times. Man. So another one down. They did spend the entire time on the water trick, or sorry, balloon trick, or spiral trick. In any case, I don't think it has anything to do with water at all. It's a spiral. So we still have another episode that's probably going to focus on something to do with that mark. Now we've seen the mark in, and I got Sasuke up right now on the screen. But when the eyeballs, I've seen that symbol in the eyeballs, of course. I've seen it on the back wall of Orochimaru. He had some symbol. I forget the actual symbol now, but I remember also having that kind of comma shape in it as well. Curious. It looks like that is going to be maybe a mark that helps unlock something, or possibly come like a sort of a nexus, if you will, of like focus or something like that. Because so far the way it's come up, it's been like characters that have been concentrating on something and like focusing on something. So I wonder if that's going to have something to do with it. Does Kakashi have it in his eyes? I think he does. It's just there's fewer of them. It's something like that. So I have definitely seen this symbol before. So it looks like it's going to be another trick in the ninja toolbox, if you will. They got their hand signs. They got their just natural abilities, like being able to call on them. We have now the sigil, right? The stuff that does the seals is definitely marks. We've got the stuff that's on the scrolls. So the summonings have a certain methodology behind them. So it looks like we're still unlocking different ways for them to call upon these abilities and powers and stuff like that. This series is loaded with this kind of stuff, and it's crazy that we're this deep in and they still have new ways that aren't new because you've seen them before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even that little symbol, you're like, but I've seen that symbol before, and now that symbol has a deeper meaning, and it looks like it's going to be shown to us via this thing that looks like a small, hey, we're just going to teach you this new power, but the teaching of this new power is actually teaching about more than the power itself, right? It's always, you got to think about things with the series. I've noticed is that there's a story that the series is telling you, and then there's a subtextual content that it's also providing, but it's woven into the primary story. And in this particular case, it's not just Naruto training to learn this power. We know the subtext behind it is now it's tied to the fourth Hokage. Now I believe it's tied to the symbol on his back, and I only know that because I called out the Uchiha symbol, and then I had someone in the comments say like what that represented. I actually forget what the comment said now about how it represented the Uchiha clan. Was it tear, blood? I forget what that one stood for. But anyways, is that these family clan names or symbols mean something, and strange irony in because I mean that's been on his coat the entire series, but I never really considered it. The fact that I've read Junji Ito's Uzumaki, I don't know why. How did that not even cross my mind? Because it's like that whole thing is about spirals, you know. So this might have been, I don't know, it's just details I lost along the ages. I would say ages at this point, because it was years ago since I watched those first, I don't know, 20 episodes of Naruto, or something like 3 years ago when I started the series on a different reaction channel, and then here we are. Here we are, still pushing it through Naruto. The story is so strong that it just didn't matter that much time had passed between them. As content for YouTube, it absolutely matters, of course. But thank you for everybody who's coming along on this journey. I'm definitely here until the end of this, and I know there's another series after this, and they're massive. And this is a huge journey to commit to for Naruto. So it's always wonderful to have new people come on board and sign up for the longer journey, because it does encourage me to do this more often. But YouTube being YouTube, sometimes the motivation just sort of dried up, and I thought it was doomed. I was like, but then it's funny, because then I'd want to watch the series. I'm just gonna power through the series. The channels aren't working. I'm just gonna get through Naruto. And then I was like, yeah, but if I'm getting through Naruto, I want to share the experience, you know. And then I was like, what if I just give it another shot? And so I would try it on another channel, and I never let it die, because for me, watching Naruto has become more than just watching the series of Naruto. I could watch this at whatever 3 times speed and hyper focus through it, and I'll be done it in a week, you know what I mean? But that's not the experience that I've come to expect out of Naruto now, because it's about kind of talking things out, and working through this narrative structure stuff along the way has become an exercise that has been more than just it being for me, you know. It's that I get to put it out there online for those who want to kind of follow on the journey, and if you're sticking around for the after the post reactions, you know, I'm gonna ramble on about stuff like this along the way, and that's kind of like what you might be signing up for as well. And it's now turned into something, because it's so well crafted, that I really want to kind of get into how they pull some of these narratives off, whether they're from a character focus, from an episode focus, from an arc focus. Like, again, sometimes the arc is like the cluster of episodes, but then those cluster of episodes are part of an actual thing that is defined as an arc out there. And then of course there's the entire series, right? And I think all of that is so compelling to come back to all the time and see how things develop. So even on like an episode, I derailed right there, but because I was talking about the surface narrative and the subtextual narrative, damn it. And I was trying to get to the point of like, because then they wove in the whole thing with, he didn't really have a father, and then he goes into town to get the food, and he sees a father interacting, and this happens right after the scene where Jiraiya says, you have to grow up, like basically like, you know, don't treat me like a father, you're not my son, that kind of thing. So like, is there a double narrative going on there where Jiraiya maybe lost something along the way and feels something and doesn't want to feel connected? Was it because of the fourth Hokage, like losing the, like, I don't know, right? But it feels like this series would probably do something like that, and now I hadn't considered it until that moment happened. And the fact that in 3 parts, right, you had the Jiraiya saying, don't, like, I'm not your father, blah, blah, blah. You have Naruto going to town and seeing the scene with the father and the ice cream, and then you have Jiraiya coming back to give him an ice cream. Like, 3, man. And that's when, you know, like, it's crafted explicitly for a reaction that comes from, again, that the oral tradition of good storytelling. This is why you do things in 3s, because like I wasn't even paying attention. I was just like, the scene with the whole Jiraiya is like, oh, Jiraiya is just being that pervy ninja with the vices, and he's just like, you know, he's just trying to get Naruto to grow up. I hadn't even considered that it's like, you know, that this was going to be some sort of minor story plot about him not having a father or having been raised by a loving parent, that kind of thing. And then you have the city moment where I was like, oh, that even hurts now, because you just got the Jiraiya scene, but then they follow it up and they deliver right at the outro of the episode, right? And they bring that one home. And in the act 3 of this episode, you know, they really brought those pieces together, is what I'm saying. So the multi-level of storytelling, crafting going on here, it's like moments like that. It happened in the last 3 to 5 minutes, maybe, you know? But it's moments like that where I was like, if I just watched that on my own, I just watched the next episode and they'd be lost. But I get to like talk those ideas out and share them with people who might not have thought of stuff in that way either. And, you know, me talking stuff out like that, I hope get to inspire, I guess, people that might just have watched this series for the sake of just, yeah, it's cool characters, cool ninja stuff, you know? But like, if I can inspire people to kind of like see the storytelling behind some of this, like the craft behind some of these, and see them from a different perspective, if I can inspire, you know, a handful of people along the way, then I mean, that's why I'm doing this, right? And that's what's going to make me keep doing this. I'm going to keep coming back. But I'm going to wrap this one up. We've gone on long enough with this rambling. I'll catch you in the next episode. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.